Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm a saving scholar, and on my channel I talk about cash stuffing, budgeting and books. If you like my content, please do all the YouTubey things of subscribing, liking and commenting. Enjoy! Hello everyone. It's Friday and I have got paid. How are you all? How's your week been? Mine's been better. It's been just lovely. So this episode, I'm going to unstuff my day to day because I'm going to restuff it because for me it's the beginning of the month. We're going to go through what I've done this week, and we are going to film my monthlies. We're going to film my high priority, and hopefully have some giggles on the way, and a little bit of taps maybe. So with that in mind, let's get to it. Okay, so I notice it's a little bit dark, so I've just put my light on. It's lovely outside though. Okay, so after we spoke on the Saturday, some of you know that the week before was a little bit of a down week, but I'm feeling much better. It's been reading week for me, which means that I haven't got any teaching, but I'm still planning meetings, PhD work, blah, 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 blah. And I really needed it. So on the Saturday, we went food shopping, and we spent £56.44 in Aldi. We also got my hair done because I forgot it was on Saturday, but oh my goodness, it was what I needed. It was £65, which it always is, but I have curly hair and she just cuts my hair really good, and I actually went for a little bit of a different haircut. So I've got longer on one side and it's all curly, and then I've shaved part of my left hand side, so I just love it. I'm a little bit like that anyway, a little bit different, so I loved it. Mr. Saving Scholar also got his hair done. We were also able to put all the money into the bank, so it was £400 in total. So that was a Saturday and it was just lovely. So it was really good. And then on the Sunday, I was feeling really pucker. I was just feeling really motivated. And we had to go get some extra pet remedy. Wasn't expecting that. Went to see our cat was getting a little bit not herself, so she has diagnosed anxiety, and we realised that her plug-in had totally ran out, so we needed to spend £30.98 on pet stuff, and we got some other like treats and stuff as well from there, so I had to put that on the credit card, if I'm honest. Whoopsie. That should have been in red. But yeah, we needed to get it. It had to be done. So we now know, we spoke to the pet place and they told us how long they last, because they don't tell you, so we now know. So I'm going to do it extra stuff that month to get that done. But it's a really lovely day, and yeah, all was good. On the Monday it was a no spend, but I put money that from the bank I transferred to my account and paid off some of the credit card, and I have £270 left for Ben's accommodation, which is sat in the bank. I then have no spend on the Tuesday. I was at home and I was just doing lots of worky things. And then the Wednesday, it was graduation. If you didn't see my previous video, I was meant to go and have my big meal with all of my co-workers. So graduation was for my ex-students, the one that graduated in May, July, and it was just lovely. It was a new venue and just I love it. I absolutely love it. And I have a few little tears in my eyes, and my hands get hurt. They hurt after clapping so much, but it's just the most wonderful day, and it just fills me with joy. But I couldn't stay for the after party. I had to go for an appointment, so actually I didn't do any spending that day. I was able to get a lift there and a lift back, so it was no spend. And then Thursday, it was payday. And Mr. Saving Scholar was like, I really need to get my petrol now. So I took 250 out of the bank, and I've already spent 20 of it with Mr. Saving Scholar petrol. So, but again, just doing lots of work, pottering around, and yeah, it was just nice. And then today, you'll find out where I'm doing it today. Today, it was a no spend. I had to pop into work, but I took myself a cup of coffee. And I came back and just been plowing through work, and finally we're just about to get up our Etsy stuff, which I'm going to come to in a bit. So it's been another no spend, and it's been a pretty good week. Just nothing exciting, just great. So in total, it's been a good week for the no spends as well. So with that in mind, we're going to see what I have left in my day-to-day finder. Let's go. Okay, so here is my day-to-day finder. It's ready to be totally unstuffed today because it is the beginning of the month for me. So I get paid a little bit different to my husband. Reason why I'm doing it today, Friday, is because my youngest is coming home. He's coming home for a whole week. It's his reading week, and he is coming home, and tomorrow it's just a bit manic. So I didn't want to put the extra pressure of just doing a video. I'm in a really good place, so I was like, actually, I'm going to do it today and get everything ready for tomorrow, because I like to get the videos done before I go food shopping and start the fresh week. So what we're going to do now is have a look and see how much I have saved this week and also this month. I think it's going to be quite good, actually. So let's get into it. So food is a weekly. I put £90 in each week, and I've come up with £21. And there would have been some change, but that would have already been in TERPs. I would have, oh my goodness, getting so excited. And that would have already gone into TERPs, and I would have sorted it out. So £1 is going in TERPs for later, and I have £20. So that's not bad at all. About 70, it was about £65 I think I spent this week, a bit more. So that's great. And then if we go to my other weekly, which is vapes, I didn't spend anything this week. Nothing at all. Reason why is because we bought quite a lot in previous weeks, as some of you will know, and I knew we just had loads of bottles floating around and stuff like that. So I went through and had a bit of a rummage and realised we had more than enough for the week. So we didn't need to buy any. So that's another £10 saved. That's £30 saved this week. Much better than what I have done in previous weeks. Yes, go me. So we're going to move on to the monthlies. So household, I spent it all. I had to get loads of cleaning products because our son took loads, and so I was pretty empty. Pet supplies totally used up. We actually went over this month because we had to get Sneak's pet install. Toiletries for the month is £20 a month, and I've spent nothing at all. I know I'm going to be getting some stuff this month, but yeah, this month coming up, but I didn't spend anything this month. So but I was cutting it fine with my body wash. Nearly had to use Mr. Saving Scholars. Petrol, we spent it all. That was all gone. Takeaway, well, we kind of know what happened to takeaway this month. I didn't really allocate it, and we did get some takeaway, but never mind. Books, I didn't put anything in, and vape I've already taken out. So with that in mind, I saved £30 this week and £20 in the monthly, so £50 in total, and I am quite happy with that. I'm happy with that this month, so because it's not been great other months. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see what I have and what I took out of the ATM, because I need to stuff my day-to-day for this week. So let's move on to the bank. So I went to the ATM. Originally I was going to take out £300, but it would only let me take out 250. So it looked like there was an issue, and I used up all the rest of the cash that was in there. So sorry to the person behind me. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, oh, hello, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 10, 20, 30. I've got 230. The reason why it's 230 and not 250 is Mr. Saving Scholar really needed to go get some petrol, like really running low. So I took the cash out and went straight to the petrol station straight afterwards. So I'm going to allocate. He spent £20, so that 30 will be going to petrol, nothing more, because that's allocated for the month. So what I'm going to do is just put all my 20s there. Put my 10s there. 10, 10, 10. There we go. More 20s. And more 10s. Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to move to my day-to-day binder and see how I'm going to fill it for the month. So let's go. Okay, so here is my day-to-day binder. We've just emptied it all, so there's absolutely nothing in there. So let's start filling. Okay, so I've made my little list on how I'm going to do this. So as always, food is going to get 90, 20, 40, 60, 80, 9, oh goodness me, 80, I can't count, I'm so excited. Let's try that again, Selena. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Okay, so 90 is going in there. That's for the food for the week. There we go. Household is getting 20 again for the week. For the month, it's a monthly. So that's going to go in there. Right, pet supplies, we're going to do 50 this month. So same as always, pretty much. We don't need to get Sneak's like a plug-in. She's got enough apparently for 2 months. So we're going to hold our pet shop accountable for that. It said 2 months. So I'm not going to get any this month, but I will get some next month. So we should have the normal supplies, which is the like cat litter stuff. Treats and bits and pieces like that. Toiletries is also getting 20, so that's going in there. I'm definitely going to be using that, I think, this month. Petrol, Mr. Saving Scholar has already spent 20 of this month's allocation, so he is only getting 30. I don't think we're really going that fast. It should not be any problem. Okay, takeaway is getting nothing. Books is getting nothing. £10 for vapes, and vapes is a weekly, so £10 is going in there. There we go. So that should be 90 for food, 20 for household, 50 for pet supplies, 20 for toiletries, 30 for petrol, nothing for takeaway, nothing for books, and £10 for vape. And while I'm recording, I've just seen a message from Mr. Saving Scholar to go, woohoo, just an hour to go, and then he's on holiday. I'm not on holiday, but he is, and he's going to be doing lots of things around the house. Okay, so my day-to-day binder is done. My weeklies isn't getting done. I'm only putting in this week's allocation of money because I couldn't get the whole amount out of the cash machine, which is fine. So day-to-day is now filled. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to move on to my high priority folder. So let's move on to the high priority. Okay, so here's my high priority folder, my old faithful. What I've done is, I know I said to you that I was trying to get more organised. Well, I actually feel more organised now. I'm feeling so much better. My organisational brain is back in gear. So I've just printed out a monthly budget. Basically, it's my aims for the month. So I know what my aims are, so I'm not allocating in the wrong place. So there's my aims. So with that in mind, I've kind of worked out what I want to put in this week for my high priority folder. So I want to, I say that I want to, I'd like to have the aim of £50 for my hair this month. So I'm going to put in 10 this week. I already have 10 already. So I've got 20 in there now, which means I need to aim for 30 by the end of the month, i.e. when I next get paid, which is around 25th, 26th, 27th of November. So £20 in hair. My credit cards, I want to aim for 100, but I'm only putting £10 again for credit cards. So I want to aim for 100. I've got 10 here. I've got another 100, and then another 10 is going to make it 20. So I'm going to actually transfer that and put that in there. So that means I've still got 80 to go. Ben's accommodation is the whopper. Ben's accommodation is, just huge. And I want to save £500 this month for Ben's accommodation. I'd like to. We're going to give it a go. Now, I want to save 500. I've already got 30 in here. And I want to put... Oh, what do I want to put in there? I want to put 20 in there. And, 30 in there. So I've got 20, 40, 50, 60 in there. So I still have, £440 that I need to save for the month. But if you remember, I went to the bank and I put £200 in the bank, which was fabulous. And I quickly made some trackers. So yeah, finally, just some little piggy ones. So I've got my £100 trackers. So I should have now 100, 200 and 20, 40, 50, 60. So 260, but that's not going towards my 500. That's what I want to aim this month. So, because my son's accommodation is huge. But yeah, so that's a good start already. Let's put that in there. And then I move on to mortgage. I'm going to leave the mortgage this week. But my aim for my mortgage is 100. So my mortgage is just a buffer because we know it's going to go up. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I only need to get 50 this month to make that 100 mark. But basically the mortgage is just for a buffer. We know it's going to go up in January. So we just want to have a little bit of a head start. So, and the difference of what it's going to be. So I'm going to leave that today. Going to leave new car savings as well. And my new car, I'd like to gain £40. So I want to put £40 in there to make it up to 60. But I'm also going to leave that today. Oops, sorry, Tut. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move on to annual events because I have a Ben's birthday to stuff. So let's move over to annual events. Does anyone feel a little bit worried that it's November? Well, it will be November, like end of next week. Because I'm starting to panic a little bit about everything that's happening in December. Just, I've still got loads to do. I've still got loads to save. It's really caught up with me this year. I'm not normally as bad as this when it comes to Christmas, but it's just caught up with me. But before I do Ben's Christmas, I do have some other things that I need. Before I do Christmas, I still have some other things I need to do, including Ben's birthday. So we have coming up, I've moved graduation and everything else to the back because that has now passed. And I don't have anything in November. I have just cards and stuff to write, but I don't have any birthday presents or any events coming up. My dad-in-law, his birthday is in December, and I've already stuffed the 20 that I need for him. So with that in mind, I've made these little trackers to say that it's fully funded. So I don't need to worry about that anymore. So £20 is in there. That's what I needed for my father-in-law. So that's fully funded. Now we're going to move on to Benjamin. He needs to have £150 for his birthday. And I want to, this month, I want to make sure that I've put in another 60 to make it up to 80. Another 60 to make it up to 100. So I've got 20, 40, putting in 10, making it go to 50. Okay, so I still need another 50 to get it up to that 100 by the end of the month. And it's something I really do need to do. So that's my next target. If I can get more than 100, I will be happy. But I don't think it's going to happen this month because Ben's accommodation is just a lot that we need to get through. So that's Ben's birthday. And that is everything for Christmas. And then because Jonathan's birthday isn't until January. So I can think about that after Christmas. That's not a problem. So that's my annual events done. I've done Dad's fully funded, and that's going to go into there. And that is actually everything that I have to stuff this week, because I just didn't take as much out, which in some ways is quite good, but maybe not quite so good as it could be for you guys. With that in mind, I'm not doing any Roll With It this week, which is a shame, but that's okay. I know exactly where I wanted everything to go. But I just wanted to say that by the time this is recorded, you'll be able to see that my Just Roll With It, the blank version and the dice will be available on my Etsy store. My Mr. Saving Scholar, as we speak, is just trying to sort out the final bits and pieces, because that is going to be on Etsy, as well as what we're going to go to next, which is my penny savings challenges, because that also is going on Etsy. So let's go to my challenges and see what we can do. Okay, so here's my penny savings challenges. Excuse me, I've got really cold hands. Even though it's lovely outside, I still feel a little bit cold. Okay, so penny saving challenges. I don't think there's going to be much I'm going to be able to do, because I really didn't have much change later on in the week, because we didn't really do a mid shop this week. We've been pretty good. So for these challenges now are on my Etsy store. They will be by the time that this video is published. And basically you can get a pack, so not the folders, but just the trackers. So you can get a pack of saving challenge trackers. And you can get a pack of that for $4.99, and that includes the 1p challenge, the 2p challenge, 5p challenge, 10p challenge, 20p challenge, 50p challenge, and the £1 challenge. Okay, so that will be on the Etsy store, and you can get all of those for $4.99. So if we move on to the 1p challenge, I need 10 1p pieces to be able to cross off an icon. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so nothing there. 10p's, 2p's, I've got none at all. 5p's, 5, 10, 15, 20, so I've still got nothing in the 5p's. 10p's, I've got only one 10p. 20p's, 2, 4, 6, 8, so I need one more 20p, so hopefully I'll be able to get that when I go shopping tomorrow. No 50 pences, but I do have one £1 coin, which means I can cross off another £1 coin, which is fabulous. Okay, so I have £20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So hopefully I might be able to finish this off this week, because I'm hopeful because there's a few things I need to get toiletries wise. And what I will do, I know some of you said actually I'd really like it if you showed your TikTok ones, so you'll probably get one from me Sunday night, which is all my little coinage and things with Terps. So Terps is time to shine. And that is really it this week. I haven't really got anything more to stuff or unstuff. So I hope that you have a really wonderful week. Please leave in the comments how you're doing with your challenges. I really love reading your comments. It just is great to have that interaction and be part of the community. Thank you so much. I hope you have a warm and happy weekend. And I will speak to you all soon. Bye, everyone.